Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I appear to be having an inventory overload problem, although I don't know why. I turned my mods on, so I have mods now. I won't be using them yet, but... Anyway, now I need to go say goodbye to my family and friends before talking to Duncan.
Thank you. You really saved my hide back there.
I just did what was right.
As you always do. Well, I'd like to follow your example. No more daydreaming. I'm settling down. Valora's a good woman, and she has ideas on making life better for everyone here. Your father had the women take Shiani back to your place. Will you see her before you go?
Of course.
Good luck, cousin. You've been my hero since we were kids. It's just official now.
Aw, you're sweet, Saurus, and I'll miss you, buddy.
Well, I guess Duncan got his recruit after all.
It was not by my choice.
No? Either way, it's out of my hands now. If you'll excuse me, I must tend to our people. Goodbye, young one, and make her keep you.
Oh, man. These make me so sad. I hate goodbyes. I need to go talk to... Does she speak to me again?
Maybe this will be for the best.
Some of these people are downright mean when you click on
I
them.
just hope things don't get worse for us here. It's going to be a lot quieter without you around.
Go on, get out of here. You deserve it.
So far people have been somewhat nice.
Good luck to you, whatever happens.
This is the best thing for you, dear. But we're all sad to see you go.
Aw, I'm sad to go. I don't want to go. Don't make me go.
Good riddance, you were always a troublemaker.
See, there's the mean. I gotta go talk to my daddy. Hi.
If this is what the Maker has planned for you, then I guess it's for the best. Your mother would have been pleased.
You're not pleased?
I just wish there was another way. I dreamed of grandchildren, family gatherings, and... I'm sorry this isn't helping. Take care, my girl. Be safe, and wise, and... well, you know. We'll all miss you.
Go inside and talk to... Shiani and I think Valora. Yep, there's Valora.
There you are. Thank you. For me, for Saurus, for everything.
You be good to Saurus.
I will, I swear it. Shiani seems to have regained herself. I'll leave you two alone. Good luck, and thank you again.
Hey, Shiani.
You took all the responsibility for what happened. You're amazing, you know that?
I just did what had to be done.
You always do. They'll write legends about you someday. When the world was at its worst, there you came. Fire in your eyes, like something out of a storybook. I'll never forget that.
Aww.
I love you, cousin. Make us proud out there.
Yeah, I love you too, Shiani.
Make her watch over you.
I kind of get the feeling that Maeve finds Shiani a bit annoying, but, you know, how it is, like, kind of with little siblings or younger family members, cousins or whatever, where they're, like, really annoying. Let me see. Yes.
Get going before I embarrass us both.
Aw. Younger family members, little siblings or whatever, where they're really annoying, but if anything bad happens to them, you were the first one there to make sure that whoever did that bad thing pays for it. And that's kind of how how I'm hoping I portrayed her, Maeve's relationship with Shiani. I'm looking for more people to say goodbye to. Is somebody that, you know, she finds Shiani kind of kind of annoying and a bit of a troublemaker, but, you know, in the end she really does love her. It's her cousin. It's her family, and she'd do anything for her family. Oh, I really don't want to go.
Are you ready to go?
I am.
Good. Then we leave for Ostagar immediately.
I mean, not really. Not really ready, no. Now Maeve is leaving with a strange human man she barely trusts. Going to Ostagar, where, if you remember correctly, she heard that one girl, Nessa, I think her name was, complaining about not wanting to go to Ostagar because she didn't like the idea of being around human soldiers who hadn't seen a woman in months. So now guess where she's going.
South through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Let's see. Which one? This is a little... Yeah, she's a bit rude, but she's not quite that rude. And I don't think she really likes nobility much. So she wouldn't be too polite. So we're gonna go with this one. Can we skip the introductions? It's been a long trip.
I remind you that you speak to the King of Ferelden.
Don't worry, Duncan. You must both be eager to reach your tents. Have you any news before I go?
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to turn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Why is this ritual so secret?
The The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Wonderful. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you are ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Alrighty, and here we are in Ostagar. I love the music in this game so very much. So yes, that is how Maeve comes to be an Ostagar. She's not too excited about it, and I would just like to point out that this is really cool. Look at those mountains. And for Maeve, who's never really been outside of the city, this is just cool. It's very open and very different than anything that she's used to. And she likes it because it's pretty, and I think a lot of it kind of brings her back to her heritage as an elf. Like, the Dalish live in these woods somewhere, you know? But at the same time, being in the woods like this, because she has grown up in the city all of her life, being in the woods like this, in the mountains, in this giant field down there, you can't fall off that cliff, by the way. Oh, wow. The rocks make a noise. Hi. The rocks made a noise like they were falling, like rubble was falling. Anyway, being in this giant field, with nothing but mountains and forests all around her, it makes her feel very exposed. Like she could be attacked at any minute, and she doesn't really like that feeling so much. Because, you know, having been in Denerim all her life, you know, it'd be just like somebody from New York City coming out here to the middle of Texas, nowhere, Texas, and just like wide open fields and giant tall trees and just green everywhere. Green, at least where I am in Texas. I'm just outside Houston, so it's just beautiful here.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
And yeah, we're only a few minutes, we're only about half an hour from the main city, but it still feels like we're out in the middle of the country. Which also probably explains why my internet's so damn slow. But, you know, it's that same thing where it's like, it takes somebody who's grown up in a city like New York and to send them here, even down to Houston, where everything's a bit more spread out, they'd feel really exposed. Oh, good, my mouse stopped working. Lovely.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries,
Piece
I'll
of
wager.
shit.
Need a hand getting anywhere?
I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Where is this Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Tell me about Ostagar, please.
Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logains closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Huh. Circle of Magi is here? That's something that she's pretty interested in, is magic, because she doesn't see a lot of it in the alienage.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy, quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds.
Lovely.
These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Where is the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Loghain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Loghain wild, that does.
Alright, well, can I ask him about something else here?
Go on, then.
Nope, I can't. Okay. I'll be on my way, then.
Good luck to you, then.
Thank you. That's the first human she's met that hasn't wanted to kill her. Or, you know, do unsavory things to her. He was relatively nice, actually, so now her mind's a little blown. Ooh, mages! I really don't think Maeve's actually ever met a real mage. I'm sure she's seen one, but, like, she's never met one in person and talked to one.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Ah, whatever.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
Alright, I apologize. I'll go elsewhere. Oh, hello there, random soldier.
Hail to you.
Hail to you as well. A real-life mage.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Oh, a real-life mage. I am Maeve.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Do you know much about these darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
Isn't the Fade the land of the dead?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Yeah, I've actually heard that story. Is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Well, you know what? I think I'll just kill every darkspawn I see.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your Maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade...
Hey, look, I found Duncan. I'm gonna run, because walking's too slow. Hi!
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I don't have questions. Those are tents. There should be a conversation going on here.
Elf,
There we go.
What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hello?
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
I happen to be a Grey Warden human, not some servant.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're ash warriors.
You're obviously not made of ash.
Do you take everything so literally?
It was a joke,
Our training
jerk.
has been passed down since Matthias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So what does an ash warrior do exactly?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
And, is a dog really that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any soul. We do not speak of a city pet, or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. The blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
So what exactly are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Fly! The fly is back. Oh my god, the fly is back and it's flying into my face. I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Jesus Christ, this fly. I'm about ready to just fucking swat it with my hand. I'm so done with this stupid motherfucking thing.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Why would I help you?
This beast is in the king's service, just like you and I. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint.
How do you know that?
Most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Just, how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he be imprinted to me?
We can try. But first, we need to muzzle and medicate him.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Maeve puts the muzzle on the dog. Oh, shush. Growls weakly but does not challenge you. After you're done, he
Well
whimpers
done.
plaintively.
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Where would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Alrighty, I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Now hopefully we actually do go out into the wilds.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Okay, he's strange.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What exactly do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kokari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why are the wilds so frightening?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
He wasn't so bad. Honestly, I think Maeve's a bit surprised at the sheer amount of truly polite humans there are here.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the run, I hear.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
That's not good.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
He calls.
Wow, they're all crazy. Good to know.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be. Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
You administer blessings to elves, do you?
I merely pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Very well, I'll receive his blessing.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Like I said, she's mildly religious, so, you know, she'll take anything she can get. Hi.
Welcome to the King's camp, my lady.
Thank you.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you?
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
You're not all that smart, are you?
That's not fair. I listened to tales of the Grey Wardens and dreamt one day I too would ride a griffin into battle against slavering monsters. I know there are no more griffins, and my fantasies were those of a boy, but still, I remember those tales. I never thought I'd be part of them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Daveth said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Bye. Yeah, she thinks he's weird. Whoa, why am I walking? Why was I moving? That was weird. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go visit this guy down here, to sell some things, and then there's a prisoner to talk to, and I'd actually like to talk to the king, if I get the chance to do that. So let's talk to this guy.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I'm just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this part out, because watching people shop isn't fun, so... but yeah, this is basically the shop system. You can get everything you need here. Some shops don't... Some shops... can't speak. Sell more than others, and... all kinds of things like that, so... I'll be right back, guys. When we come back, I will go talk to King Kaelin, and, find Alistair. See you in a bit. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. I got a new outfit. This is a mod, obviously, but it's better than the armor I had before. Oh, Daveth and Jory are over there. Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Kaelin. There's the King's Guard.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
How should I know?
I thought Grey Wardens knew all about the darkspawn. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Alright, well I should go.
As you wish.
Channeling Shepherd there, huh, Maeve? Let's talk to Loghain's guard.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Is the Teyrn inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
I would like an audience with the Teyrn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
totally don't, but alrighty.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
How do you know that?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You're pretty for a Grey Warden.
Thank you.
Don't let anyone tell you that you don't belong. The first Warden Marek brought to Ferelden was a woman. The best warrior I've ever seen. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marek's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Okay. Good to know. What else is there? There's a prisoner up here that I wanted to talk to. Hello.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
Dude, put on some pants. No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find this key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Yeah, well, do you want the key or not?
See what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
This guy hasn't done anything to her. She's not quite ruthless enough to kill him, so... Oh, hello! Why are you over here?
Lucky dog.
Cleric?
You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems a waste for you to just guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Alright, well I may as well bring this up. I just had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Feel free. It's not like I can get in trouble for anything else.
So? Brought me some food, have you? So hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Alright, what are you doing over here, lady?
I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Just gonna stand in... She's never been there before. She's just gonna stand there in the bushes like a creeper. Now this is actually, Thank you. A hungry deserter. Only be reachable when the tranquil are not present, such as when they're gone for the evening. So I can't go get that now. I have to go get that after the joining, I think. Hello, soldier.
Well met.
Oh, look, elven servants. Whoop-de-doo. Well.
I'm sorry, but there is so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Oh, wow.
Tell me if you need anything, friend, and I'll try to get it.
They use the switch here, huh? Oh, fuck.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Well, you're a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Don't worry, I'm no mage.
Less being yelled at for me, then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. The elf from Denerim. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
How could you recognize me?
Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Maeve.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
I can handle myself better than most.
I'm getting that impression. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered darkspawn before?
See, she's like truly confused by this guy, because he's just like... The first thing he noticed about her was technically not that she's an elf, but that she's a woman. He did mention the elf from Denerim, but that's just, you know, the way that people, that she's explained to people. So like Duncan probably explained it to Alistair as, oh, she's an elf from Denerim. So, you know, he didn't come right across and say, oh, I didn't know elves could join the Grey Wardens. He came right out and said, you know, they don't recruit many women here. So she's just like, this guy's like strangely nice, and it honestly confuses her. So have you ever encountered darkspawn before? No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Oh, that argument that I saw? What was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
She does kind of know what a Templar is. She knows that they're at the Circle, and she knows that they are usually with mages, but she doesn't exactly know what they do. So what's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous. So they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
You don't have to accompany me, do you?
Don't worry. I'll try not to embarrass you.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
Well, let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Baffling human. She's absolutely confused to all hell by this man. Oddly, she likes him. He's the type of human, I guess you could say, she's been waiting to meet for a while. He's very nice. He's, you know, a bit odd, kind of silly, but he's, you know, the kind of human that she's been hoping to meet for a while because she does want to believe that there are some good humans out there. She just hasn't really run into any good humans yet. And so meeting Alistair has actually helped that. The fact that, you know, that he's not a complete jackass. He does seem like a genuinely sweet guy. And so yeah, she does want to get to know him more. And, you know, she's actually very surprised, pleasantly surprised, that all of the humans here seem to be pretty polite in one way or another. With the exception of a few. The Ash Warrior was a bit... You're walking weird, buddy. You okay there? You seem to be having a gliding problem. It's an interesting glitch. With the possible exception of that Ash Warrior earlier and the shopkeeper over here, this guy, who did back right up when he found out I was a Grey Warden, but everybody else has been very, very nice. You know, it's just a complete 180 from the way things are in Denerim. In Denerim, she's just kind of treated like the scum of the earth. So it's kind of nice for her to see. It's harder for her to be so standoffish and rude, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Is because she does genuinely feel bad for being mean to these people, because they're not mean people. And so, you know. Alright. So, I think we're going to talk to Duncan, and then end this episode after we talk to Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Alright, and what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kinds of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
What if, they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
I would just like to point out real quick that my ear appears to be going right through my arrows. Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, and with that, we're going to leave it here. With these 2 quests, Tainted Blood and Grey Warden's Cache. I think it's cache. I've never known how to pronounce that word. Anyway, yeah. So now Maeve is officially at Ostagar, officially in the company of her favorite people in the world, 3 human males. Woohoo! She's just never had great... Oh look, another archer. She's just never had great dealings with humans in the past, especially human males, so this should be fun. At any rate, when we come back, we'll go right into the wilds with these guys and track down the darkspawn blood and the treaties. Thank you all for watching. This is Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, and I will see you all in the next episode. Ciao.